there, and welcome to Rose Sky Tarot. Now this reading is for the sign of Gemini for the 24th of December 2018. Now this is a general reading, so it may not suit everyone, but hopefully there's a message in here just for you. Enjoy! Okay, let's have a look at these top three cards. Now we have the Two of Swords, we have the Five of Pentacles and the Magician card. Now, is there something that you need to make a decision about? But you're finding it very difficult because you don't seem to know all the ins and outs of what's going on. And, because of that, there is a delay in making the decision. Because you don't know whether to follow your heart or follow your head. You're feeling very conflicted. But possibly because of this delay, are you maybe putting yourself into a vulnerable situation? Is this maybe, affecting your health? And it could be that you go to someone for advice and help, but it's not advice or help that you decide to accept. Or it could even be that you don't know where to go for help. And life becomes a real struggle, possibly even financially as well. Now the next card is the Magician. Now this is about doing something that creates change in your life and change in a positive way. It's about displaying your skills and talent and using all of the resources that you have within you and around you, and your keen mind and your communication skills and your heart, all towards a goal which is there to improve your situation. So you're trying to work out a way to fix this problem. Okay, let's move these over to the side and we'll start on the larger reading. Okay, now we have the Death card, we have Strength in reverse, and we have the Temperance card. Now, with the Magician, that was the last card from the top there, Death, Strength and Temperance, that's 4 major arcana cards, 4 major changes, 4 things to learn from, one after the other. So that's a huge amount. So let's have a look here. Now, is something in your world coming to an end? Something having to go through a change that, may not be for the positive? And it could be that you're having to sever your ties with the old life. And you have to accept that you're moving forward, you're transitioning into this new life. But the thing is that, are you feeling out of control? Is this maybe not something that you would have chosen, this change? And it could be that you're feeling very vulnerable and that your position has become a lot weaker since these changes have came into force. And although you have the skills within you to moderate how you're feeling, to try to bring the balance back in, because of these experiences and these feelings here, it could be something that you're finding difficult to do, even though you have the skills to do it. You are able to do things in moderation, but this is an out of balance situation. Okay, let's move on. And we have the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. We have the Ten of Wands, and we have the High Priestess. Okay. Now, could it be because you're feeling so out of sorts, so out of control, that you're spending more time at home? You don't want to venture into you don't want to venture into the world. And it could be that because of this pattern of vulnerability, that are you maybe neglecting yourself a little bit? Neglecting your surroundings, not taking care of yourself. It could even be that you're neglecting your finances, because this is a resource card as well. So this could be about money too. And moving on to the Ten of Wands, that you still do have a lot of things that you have to do within your day. And instead of it being a pleasurable thing that you have to do, because all of these things have came from opportunities that you had wanted, but they've become more like a burden now. That they're heavy on your shoulders. And moving on to the High Priestess, that are you feeling that there's things that you don't know about this situation? Are you feeling that you're having to experience each day as it comes, and that you don't know where your future is going to take you? Could even be that, you want a fresh beginning. It could be that your instincts are telling you it's time to move on, because if you're feeling so burdened and not wanting to go out, and you're not wanting to take care of yourself, then this could be, a sign. And this is another major arcana card, that is it time to maybe look for a new beginning, and to take on a life where you don't know where it's going to take you, and that you have to you're not going to be able to plan this. You're going to have to experience it. Now, and moving down, we have the Four of Swords in reverse, we have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse, and we have the Emperor in reverse. Now, this is something that is going round and round and round in your head. You know, all of the things that you don't know, how you're feeling so burdened and you're not taking care of yourself, and, you know, what's your intuition saying? What about, new beginnings? And, it's all going round and round and round. And you're taking your time in making a decision because you're finding it difficult to actually work this out, because there's things that you don't know the answers to them. And it could be that you're maybe still in denial of these changes in your lifestyle that you've had to make. And you could still be feeling very vulnerable, and that could all be affecting your decision making skills. But the thing is that you still need to live. And it could be that you're just doing this to get money. And, that there could be that because of how you're feeling, you're feeling vulnerable and worried, that it could also be affecting your health. Is it maybe because of this person here? Is it because of this person that maybe, is that the reason why you're finding it difficult to bring balance and moderation back into your life? Because this person is a leader in your life. They could be a boss, but they're not a very fair boss. They can be quite inflexible. They could be quite cruel at times in their comments. Not an especially pleasant person to be around. Now, let's move on to the Ten of Swords, the Fool card, and the Page of Swords. Now, because of all of things that have been said, the cruel words and comments, and the inflexibility, and the management skills that this person has, and lack of proper leadership and basic human consideration of how the other person's feeling, it could be that you've had enough. You just don't want to be hit with a barrage of sharp comments, and you just feel like giving in. You feel like giving up, and you just don't want to leave the house. All of this has been very negative for you, and it's affecting how you take care of yourself and your surroundings. And it could be that you are seriously thinking about making drastic, huge changes. The type of changes that other people would call you foolish for. But because of this experience, are you maybe more than willing to take the leap of faith to risk it. Because what do you have to lose? You couldn't get any worse. And moving on to the Page of Swords, this person is so caustic and cruel, and they could just hit you with a barrage of negative comments that it just takes all the pleasure away from everything that you had. All of these changes have just it's been a shocking experience. And you could feel that you do need to take a leap of faith, and that, start afresh somewhere new, have the freedom that you feel you deserve. And it's a decision that you come to spontaneously. And it's a future that you have no idea where you're going to end up. It could be something that you are learning about, something that is practical, that you have to learn through practicality instead of book learning. But the last thing you need in your life is to be burdened by something that you had enjoyed, that affects you and how you live your life. Okay, I'm going to bring these back in. Now we had the Two of Swords, and we had the Five of Pentacles, and we had the Magician. Now, there has been a decision that really does have to be made, but it's one that you're struggling with, because your head is saying one thing and your heart is saying another, and you're very conflicted. And it does affect your lifestyle. It could affect, it affects the finances. It could affect your health. And you don't know where to go for help. Or you feel that the help may not be the right one for you. But you have the skills within you to create a new and better existence. You can make magic out of your future. You have it all within you. Okay, I'm going to stop there. Now, that was a really heavy reading. And if this is even in part something that you're going through just now, and that is a lot to be going through, that even if it's just one card that I've hit upon that seems to be relevant for you, then I hope that my intuition and my take on what the card means in this setting has been helpful for you. Okay, I'm going to leave it there, and Merry Christmas, and I hope you have a good time, and I'll see you next time. Bye.